The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air goes Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Hey, gun.
Moore going in motion. Lawrence now on second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. And he'll get this up to the 44. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Now second down throw for Lawrence. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. They'll come up to third and 3. Moore going in motion. Lawrence now. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Lawrence throwing on fourth down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Hey, kill.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Second down and 8.
Hey, go. 13, Luke.
Lawrence. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up third down. In motion comes Thomas.
Take right open.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's going to have a Jags first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
30 left. All right, let's go.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Second down, Lawrence. This pass is caught by Thomas. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's a run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lawrence to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. So that'll do it for a fast-moving. The Jaguars have the field goal unit on the field. This, about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the Jaguars will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Tampa. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucks move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This drive will start on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Red on red.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing again, Lawrence on 2nd and 10. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
To throw is Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
19, Tiger, go!
They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A gain of 7 brings us 2nd and 3.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 70 range. 70 range. Take go.
They'll look to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Got it. Ready?
7-3 is the score. With 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Let's go.
Here's a designed run. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Set. Hook.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Up the middle they go. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. The throw on the run is complete. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando. And Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. And then, go.
The third quarter begins with a run. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Viking, 18. Take go.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
On the set. Hawks 70, Hawks, go.
He'll look to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Go street.
Handoff here, up the middle, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
60 Maverick. Warrior 70. Get up.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Oh, he shanked it. Headed straight for the sideline. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
Rip, 23.
Now a run on 1st down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Go, go, let's go.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But he'll gather it back in. Here's 3rd and 7. Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That'll be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
13, Luke.
Now Lawrence. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points. Second down and 3.
Hey, Lion.
They go play action for Lawrence. He'll get rid of it and complete it. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Hey, here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle is made here at the 3-yard line. To throw is Lawrence. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal.
Here's the 24.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 60, at the 60. 18, right here. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go
into space. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, run.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo.
Hey, here we go, baby.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And he's in. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. Here we go. Set. Go.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
So here comes 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
19 Tiger. Track 60. Hey. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
Hey, easy. Route. Settle.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
On the red.
They'll run. Whoa! Oh, making guys miss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Jaguars will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 run. 18 run.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They send the tight end in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
Here we go. Trap 60. Panther 11. Hurt. Curve 19.
They'll look to throw yet again. His throw left side is complete. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
He'll go right and find his running back. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Still going. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Whoa. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Here's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone. In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
on third down. They'll set up to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Here we go, set.
Here we go. One. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
By the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down
11,
and 10.
11. We're at 23. Here we go.
To throw is Lawrence. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.